First off, tell me the different activities you're involved in as a musician.
As a musician, I'm involved in so very many activities. I've got my kind of rock band sort of thing, which does we play all sorts of stuff. We're not really a straightforward rock band per se, and I'm involved with the experimental improv ensemble at the university. I do a lot of improvisational music. I'm a classical composer, so I compose for all sorts of ensembles. I've written for orchestra, for wind ensemble, various small chamber things, and I'm also I'm a classical singer. So I've sung with a few opera choruses. I sang with the Calgary Opera Chorus. I've sung with the Manitoba Opera Chorus, and I play a lot of different instruments. I play percussion. I've been playing guitar for a long time. I play flute. I've done a few performances on flute, some jazz flute stuff. I do a lot. So, yeah.
Do you hierarchize between, say, rock? Do you put the classical stuff above the rock stuff, or do you consider all your musical projects sort of on an equal basis?
Okay. Well, to me, kind of, music is music, and I write music, so it's I don't prioritize really any of my music above any other music because honestly I don't believe any of the music I produce is necessarily strictly in one style. There's a lot of bleed over between everything and everything else, so I don't necessarily know where I'm going with music as far as my life is concerned, so it could go any direction. So I'm just kind of, I keep it that way.
What are the different, and you're, as a musician, what difference is there, say, in attitude between playing improv music and compositional music? Like, what kind of different attitude does it take?
Well, improv music, it takes the attitude to kind of be willing to experiment with anything on the spot. You can't really be a shy experimental performer, but you often, with improv groups, you have to be a very sensitive performer, though. You have to really keep track of what other people are doing and really be able to let go and let them do their thing a lot of the time. With composed music, you do what you know you're going to do, and it's not so much an attitude as kind of a resignment that I'm going to play this music the way this music is played. That doesn't mean it can't be incredibly expressive, but you play what's there.
Do you find that both musics affect how you do each other? Like, does the freeform or improv affect your compositional writing and vice versa?
Yeah. Well, people have this view of kind of composers, especially classical musicians, where it's like, oh, they have to rationalize every single little thing that the composer does. And it's you hear this when people are interpreting, say, Schubert. It's like every single little thing. Musicians will argue how to attack like a single note.
Right.
And ultimately, a little secret is that composers are composing. They're making this stuff up on the spot. They're not analyzing it to that degree, and they just they write something, and for the most part, they're interested in hearing how the performer's gonna play it.
Right.
Yeah.
Of course, they have to the performer makes their interpretation too, and hence the classic Glenn Gould thing, how he really redid works in some ways. Yeah,
absolutely. And as composer, I love it. I really do love it when people do that.
It brings it alive.
Yeah, but it's as pertaining to your original question, really when I'm composing, I'm improvising. I'm just improvising slowly enough for myself to write it out in a lot of cases. So it's kind of there isn't that much of a difference there. It's this is one dependent from my Macbeth rock opera I wrote when I was 16 called Something Wicked.
I don't know the name.
Yes.
We're just saving the name for a special day.
Yeah, this is a special day. I think so. Don't you think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Start your singing.
Yeah. We all go mad, but in what way? In which place and on what day? To what degree do people see the red light of pay? If it were done, 'twere best done quickly. If I be sick, I'd best act sickly. Out it goes if failure comes. Out upon what God has done. To kill one dependent on my land. To kill one love who holds my hand. We all go mad in reasonable ways. We'll make our place in every day. To the highest degree do people see the golden light of day. To pay for the things you did not buy, to pay for the ways you did not die, to die, to sleep, a chance to dream. Nothing can be what it seems, to think through the pricking of your thumbs. All things wicked from always come. To kill one dependent on my land. To kill one love who holds my hand. For future generations watching that video, that was Nick's fault. That error happened. The daggers in my hands are stained with the blood of a beloved man. It's fine because your hands, they can be cleaned with a drink of man. Please see if I've died, don't pine. It's fine as kind can shine the sign.
Possibly playing as an intentional undertone.
Okay.